Hi guys, tonight just a little thing, force feedback settings. I know some of you have problems setting up their wheels correctly, and well, I can already say there is no one setting. There need to be different settings for different wheels or for different characters, yeah? You know, I don't have the same day every day. It's just one day I say, okay, the FFB is a little bit strong, so I tune it down. The other day, it's not strong enough, so I tune it up a little bit. Okay, if you don't know where to find the force feedback settings, go to controls, and on the far right there is force feedback, a tab. Good. So where do we start? The first thing here you will find is the flavor option. On the right side, there is a description. The different flavors are force feedback profiles with general force feedback settings for the forces and stuff like that. So first, you should choose one of the flavors. What I did was starting with the default settings of everything and try the different flavors. The thing I noticed there is that in my opinion, none of the flavors was really overly fascinating for me. However, the best one or the one with where I felt the most was the raw setting. So you should test it yourself and choose the flavor you like. Next thing, the gain. Actually, nothing much to say here. It's just the overall strength of FFB forces. So let's quickly move on to the next one, which is volume. Good. The volume setting is kind of like the gain setting. However, it doesn't increase or decrease all the force feedback forces. However, it will make the wheel feel heavier. Wow, that was hard. In the sense of you have to use more force to push it in one direction. It's kind of like a dampening to the wheel, but also helps you keep the car on track and in the straight line. Now I changed the setting here while turning the wheel. Stupid. It was on 33 though, because for me I decided that 50, the default setting, was a little bit too much, and I went with 35, but it also felt a little bit too much, and 30 felt a little bit too less, so I came up with 33. Should be fine for my T500 wheel anyway. For you, you have to test it. You know, it's how heavy the wheel feels under steering. Good, next one. The tone, which is my nickname, I don't understand correctly. The tone generally helps to feel over and understeering during driving. So it's default on 50, but if you put it all the way to the right, the wheel will mostly concentrate on giving you the feel for tire slip forces, so understeering, oversteering. My general tip here at this point, try all the stuff with 0 value and 100 value, so you directly feel what they do and what they don't do. In my case, I do use 100% tone, as I really like the feeling of it when increasing the slider. I just felt oversteering so much better. Okay, the next one. It's called FX. Yeah, FX. We already had this one in Project Cars 1 as well, and it mainly helps with the forces that go up and down, you know? So road noise, curbs and stuff like that. It's also default on 50, which is quite a nice value. However, for me, it outweighs a little bit the tone thing. So the side forces of the car, yeah, the over and understeering. So I tuned it down to 0 at first. However, that also feels not quite right because you don't feel any curves at all anymore. At value 100, you only feel curves and nothing else. Yeah. So I tried to tune it between 50 and 0 and somewhere in between. Well, my conclusion was 15. It's a value where you can barely feel curves and road noise. However, you can feel it. It is important. For example, um, if you feel the bumpiness of curbs or of other road obstacles, it means you might lose traction, and that's not good. So you want to feel that, but however, I don't want to feel it so strong that I lose my feeling for oversteering on set curbs. So yeah, I put it to 15, where I can feel it but not too much. Okay, that's all about the force feedback setting. It's not that hard actually. Here in Project Cars 2, SMS made a perfect example for a cleaned out user interface where everything is nicely described and completely understandable. There's another thing which is important for PC users, so PS4 and Xbox guys, you can't use that. However, I'll show you anyway the custom setting here. You can load custom force feedback files. Maybe you have heard of Jack Spade. He's a guy who already made better force feedback values. Well, if you like it, of course. Not everyone likes it. I never use them as well because I'm happy with the default values here. I have to say, however, I can recommend him because many of my friends use his force feedback settings. So you just download his file, put it in some directory, which is the documents. Where is it? Documents Project Cars 2 directory. Even that is on the user interface. Thank you very much, SMS. You put it in there, set the slider to custom, and that basically overrides the settings you can set here or makes them better, whatever. That's a tip I can give you. Maybe you want to try that if you don't like the standard default 3 or 4 slider based force feedback. Okay. Hope that helped. If not, tell me in the comments what I still have to add to the video. What else to say? Nothing, I guess. Give me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.